Hey everyone, it's KIC. We are going to play a little bit of Payday 2 today. I've already done a Payday 2 video before. This time we are doing framing frame. This is the entire thing, one shot, sit down, let's do it, see what happens. This is actually not the first time I've gone through this one recording it. Definitely not the first time I've gone all the way through it, but as you saw, start off with just showing you the loadout. I have the Deagle. I actually wasn't paying that much attention, and I really should have picked up the Bernetti, but too late now, almost done picking the lock. Don't want to restart. Let's just go ahead and keep going.
You're inside. Find the paintings with the red stickers on them. We want at least 4.
Alright, as Bane just said, we need to pick up a bunch of paintings while we're here. The whole point of this is basically some dirty Washington politics. We're going to help one senator frame another, and to do that we need to swipe a bunch of paintings from this gallery where they're going to install a bunch of cameras in them and use them to basically get into the framee's apartment. We're going to plant some coke in there and swipe all his gold and pretty much call it a day. So as you noticed, I start this off pretty quickly these days. I take out the guard at the lobby pretty much first thing. Most of the time there's not anyone around, so you can just come right in, take him down, and you're done. Oh, hello. Alright, we got another one here. I'm crouching in case you didn't notice. When you walk under the hand dryers right there, when you're crouching, they do turn on because they are, as you know, obviously motion activated, never mind the giant start button on them. Anyway, got this guard's attention, so we're taking care of him now. That's 2 guards down. There are 3 more wandering around in the gallery. It is possible for there to be 6 guards in the gallery, so you do need to watch out for that sometimes. Alright, just kind of taking a look around here. We got one over here still, seeing if this will get his attention. It doesn't look like it. I don't see a camera. Oh, check that. We got one right there. That's in a bad spot. Don't want to take him down right now. But if he walks onto the other side here, maybe... Oh, I don't know. He's a little too close. I don't know what's going on over there. So instead, just kind of poke around to this side. If you've seen my other Payday 2 video, then you know that I am a bit of a cautious player. Never mind all of this going on right now. We got 2 guys right there in a camera. Oh, this is still not good. Uh-oh, he see me. Okay. He didn't shoot. I still see that other guy's arm over there. I'm going to drop this just in case. Although now if I let go of the pager, this is all gone. But just in case that other guy walks in here in the next couple seconds, that ECM will prevent him from calling anyone. And it looks like he's going the other way. So that ECM was completely unnecessary, and that's okay because it looks like I still have one more, and we'll probably end up using that a little later. That was guard number 3. At this time, had that come about a little differently, I might have just gotten rid of that guard and then dropped an ECM and just run through here like crazy, but instead I'm just going to poke around a little bit. If we take out that camera, that theoretically should draw a guard in here. There is a security room on this map where there is in fact a 6th guard in there, or again, as I said before, it's possible to have 6 wandering through here, so that would make him 7. But we don't know how many are around just yet, aside from at least 4, but there's always at least 5. I don't see anyone coming for that camera. I don't think that other guy was too far away, so he really should be in the neighborhood. But, oh, there we go. It's possible the other one was coming instead, and he looks like he's coming from the other side. Now there is a camera right there, you remember. It's right on the other side of where that lobby sign is. Oh, okay. And this is the one that we just saw. Go ahead and take him down now. The other guard is far enough away at this point that by the time we answer this pager here, even if he does cross the lobby and come into this side, he's not going to get here in time to do anything. But it's pretty unlikely. They don't go across the lobby that often. I'm not even going to move that guy because we already know this other guard is pretty close. You can still see his arm over there, I think. Yeah, that was him. Okay, just making sure. And I'm just going to go ahead and drop an ECM right now and take him down. If I can find him. Okay, he went around this corner. Now, keep in mind, he is number 5. I've already answered 4 pagers, so he needs to be intimidated and force him to handcuff himself, so that's where Dominator comes into play. And we're just going to go around now and take out the cameras, because at this point, it's basically get rid of the cameras, because if you didn't know, when throwing paintings, if the camera catches it, that can set off the alarm. So get rid of this last camera over here, and then we're done, and I'll join you back in a bit. I'm sorry, I love the sound of the feet. The dude just running in fast motion, it sounds hilarious to me. In case you didn't notice, I actually missed a painting and had to run back and find it, so I did that and ended up with 6 of them. You can get up to 9. I don't think you can get any more than 9. I certainly haven't seen more than 9, but we only got 6. So we're going to go ahead and move on to day 2. Day 2 is the exchange. All of those paintings need to be sold. We're going to get a bag of cash for each one, and I'm going to take this moment to switch to the Bernetti because I didn't do that last time. Since this is kind of a boring part right here, the reason that I wanted to switch to the Bernetti instead of running around with the Deagle is pretty simple, really. That last guard had to be intimidated or dominated, however you want to phrase it, and if he had not decided to handcuff himself, you basically need to do some sort of damage to them. Well, unfortunately, I'm pretty sure I have the martial arts perk, which gives you a 50% better chance to knock them down, which is usually handy if you want to melee people, but when you are trying to just do damage to them to get them to handcuff themselves, that's kind of bad. Similarly, the Deagle, which does pretty good damage for a handgun, is basically a guaranteed one-hit kill on those guys. So if that last guard had not handcuffed himself, then that was basically the end of the map right there. It's time to go to Plan B.
Let's hope they call you fast.
So that's 6 paintings. Good. Great. Now our client, he prefers not to take any chances when it comes to things of a legally questionable nature.
Legally questionable? That's an understatement.
Get everybody to the train.
Alright, our dealer is here. Hold on for a second.
These guys don't mess around. They have a pretty interesting way of showing up. You gotta respect that.
Throw me the paintings and you'll get your money.
So just going to take all the paintings, throw them up here. Each painting that goes up there, a bag of money comes down in its place. Not a bad deal, right?
Great! Money coming down!
Okay, so at this point, it's basically take the money and run. I'm going to go ahead and put an ECM down right here. I've seen people do it without putting the ECM down first. I've had bad luck, so I drop it and run and get back here, and you're going to have 3 construction workers, or whatever they are, tie these guys down because I have cable guy aced, so I have 6 ties, and it's time for more music. Alright, believe it or not, I have actually thrown a bag over the fence into the van once. I didn't do that any of these times. Like I said, I've only done it once, but it can be done. Obviously, this whole mission goes faster if you have people with you, because you can, if you have a couple of people with transporter ace, then you can all be throwing them, and it just moves that much faster when it's not just you trying to move 5, 6, 9 bags of money. Alright, day 3. I'm going to go ahead and take the bag shortcut. What that does is it opens up basically a slot on the roof that you can put the bags of cocaine into, and they will drop into the apartment. It's by no means necessary. I almost always don't take it, and half the time it's regrettable that I don't, because it is a bit of a time saver. Alright, no cameras in here, but I do see a flashlight, so there's a guard right around here. We're going to go ahead and take him out. And thankfully he fell backwards. That's a good thing. If he would have gone forward, it's not necessarily bad, but it's potentially bad if someone is in that room and sees the body. Okay, this is number 1. Similar to the first day of this mission, there's going to be 5 guards running around. I have never seen a 6th in here, so I can't say whether that's possible, but I do know that 5 is your standard. Definitely no fewer than 5. Okay, taking a little more time this time around. You saw first off, I started off just blazing through the cameras because I just wanted to get a quick idea and get guards highlighted. Looks like we have a guy right outside the door here. You can see his flashlight coming through, sort of coming through the doorway / wall / open door. I don't know how that works. No camera on that right wall. A lot of times there's a camera right behind where I'm standing right now, but I don't see one this go around. So obviously it would be beeping if there were, but we'll go ahead and take care of this guy. So that's 2 guards down, and we have 3 more to go. You do have to be careful when you're storing bodies behind the desk. This is usually a good place, but they can be seen. Sometimes the guards will wander around in a way that they can see behind the desk, or at least see partially behind the desk, and then it's plan B. Okay, so the one guy right there is in the bedroom. A lot of times what happens is you'll have a guy come up here. There's a double door out of this room right here. It's still closed. No one is up here. So I'm just going to go back to the cameras and take a look again. I do this a lot. Obviously, when you get one in the camera view, it highlights them red, same as if you were pointing at them. It's a helpful way to figure out where they're at and get an idea if you can run and take them out. And I don't see anyone else. This guy is in a room that's more or less alone. So let's just go see. No camera over here. That's a good thing. Nothing on the left. And just take him out. Never mind my bad shot. Okay, so this is pager number 3. There are 2 guards to go at this point.
I read a Stephen King book, though. It started exactly like this.
Okay, I'm just gonna look into that. Man, just get your shit together down there.
Alright, this is a bit of a haul to take the body back up. Oh, hello. I'm not sure where the last guard is, but if we move quickly here, I think we can come back downstairs and get him. So let's go ahead and drop this body off and then run back downstairs and get that get that 4th guard.
Public office. Wow. We are in the wrong line of work, gentlemen.
Okay, I'm not seeing that one, and I'm not seeing the other one either, so let me just check up top, because if he's up top, I don't see a flashlight. He's not in that far corner. Okay, let's just go check out the rest. What do you know? Sitting right there. Yeah, I didn't need to shoot as many times as I did, but I was not expecting him to be there, so itchy trigger finger. This is guard number 4. That last guy presumably is still downstairs, but check that. There he is. I'm going to go ahead and drop an ECM just in case. I don't think there's a camera in this hallway. There usually isn't. Since he's guard number 5, he needs to go ahead and handcuff himself. The ECM, like I said, is really just in case there's a camera over there, because that'll trigger the camera too, seeing the guard handcuff himself. Just going to do a quick camera sweep at this point. Sometimes there's one up here. I don't see one up here. We already got the one up top. Oh, there's one on the other side of the kitchen here. Take that guy out. Often you'll have one in this room. Not all of the time. When you do, it's frequently on the other side of these pillars behind us. Just going to see if this... That's not my favorite place, as I said, on the other side of the pillar there. That's the vault. The bookcase we just moved there. That's not my favorite location for it, but in a way it's also... Yeah, I don't know. That's probably the worst in terms of time, because it's at the bottom floor. That's his phone right there. That's what Bane has been harassing us about, is getting in and taking 5 things. If you look at the game text, if you hold down tab and bring up the overlay, it's going to tell you to get a USB key or a USB drive. That actually isn't true. You're looking for a phone, a tablet, a laptop. It looks like there's the laptop right there. That thing blends in a lot. A phone, a tablet, a laptop, and 2 external hard drives. So that's those 3 things right there. We still need to find 2 external hard drives. Sometimes they'll be on this counter right here. They can be on the desk, or they'll be upstairs right here, either on that or on this table. Instead, there's a key card. That's not going to be of any use to us, but I'll take it just because. Next spot is going to be over here on these bookcases. If not, check down. There's one right there on the TV stand. We're going to check the couch and the table. Nothing there. Just a key card on the couch. That means the last hard drive is probably over here somewhere, perhaps on the bookcase. There it is. See it? Yep. Now we need to go upstairs with all of these guys. Never mind, I'm just going to break through the glass. This is a mission where you can get away with that.
Now get them up to the station on the roof and connect them.
You can't always break the glass on levels, but this is one you can. In fact, just as a kind of a thought here, had I not taken the shortcut for the bags, then breaking the glass is likely something I would end up doing. That would be the skylights, because we need to get the bags of Coke from the roof into the apartment, and if you were to take them through the staircase the whole way, that's a lot of moving and shuffling bags, so it's easier to just stack them onto the skylight, shoot the skylight, they all come crashing in, or if you would rather just shoot the skylight and then throw them in, however you want to do it. But you don't need to worry about breaking those the windows. I have not broken any in this mission and had a problem. I don't know about those outside ones there, but in terms of the interior ones, they're fine. As I was just running by there, that's the chute where the bags of Coke are going to come out of. So just going to go ahead and get up top here. They're going to start throwing as soon as I get close enough. And it's basically going to be 8 bags here. Let me throw it in. Never mind. Apparently I'm a terrible aim at throwing them into the chute. There we go. If you look, there it is. It just appeared there. And we're going to go ahead and collect the other 7. I will try not to miss throwing them all in there. Probably will miss 1 or 2 more, just because for some reason I have problems throwing the bags into that chute. It just... See, I thought that one was in there. Something about it, I'm not lining it up right. Maybe because it's dark and I can't see it very well. I don't know. I know, that's pretty bad, right? Alright, one more. Okay, that's going down, and those are the skylights I was just talking about that I would shoot. So these are already on the bottom floor, which is where we want them to be. Now it's just a matter of getting them across the kitchen and then down into the vault, and we're going to throw them in there. There's that kind of white area, you saw that earlier. That's where we're going to throw the bags. When we do that, the coke is going to appear on the bookcases in there, and the framing portion of this job will be complete.
Okay, be careful. It'll be worth sneaking all the way through, boys.
Yeah, don't worry about that, Bane. No alarms coming. Although I do have to admit, I've been further along and screwed this up, so maybe I'm speaking too soon, but I'm feeling pretty good about it. So anyway, 8 bags, throw them into the little white area here. Then we're going to run back upstairs to Bane, or not Bane, to the Senator's computer, where that door to our left, you can't really see it right now, but you saw it when I was running in, is going to open. And once that opens, then there's going to be some lasers in there that we have to turn off. And we do that by using the same computer. The thing I kind of wonder about is, okay, so we have access to his computer, right? This guy must have internet access. Why don't we just install some sort of remote desktop client, and that way Bane can hit the button and override from where he's sitting, instead of me having to run back and forth every 15 or 20 seconds. That's kind of annoying. But anyway, run down here. We're going to turn into the vault. I'm going to grab a couple bags of gold. Grab one, throw it out. Grab another. Oops, went around to the side and barely get out in time. And look at that. You do have maybe a half a second or so after that last beep to get out, but that's cutting it pretty close. I wouldn't try to do more than 2 at a time right there. And again, this is where having someone else to play with helps, because this kind of stinks. But it's more bag shuffling time, so with that, music. Alright, 2 to go. So basically, that's the mission in a nutshell. Take a bunch of gold up to the roof, throw it on the zip line, and that's it.
No alarms, and this framing will be perfect.
It's going to be a pretty good chunk of experience and money for this one. I didn't say it at the very beginning, I probably should have. This is not a pro mission, so the pay grade is only 4 stars plus the 3 skulls instead of a couple more for the pro. So if this were a pro, the day bonus would be a lot more than 51,000, and I think the total for this day would be somewhere around 170,000, 180, but that's because I also have the learning skill aced. So I'll get rid of that as soon as I'm level 100. But until then, thanks for joining me. Hope you guys had fun. Check out some more videos. See you later.